and he's like, they're looking at me as I am,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, no, dude, no, I race, I paint these things myself.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make comment to him like, I did, but anyway, yeah, that was a sharp looking truck.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna say it anyway. I said, uh, "What do you?" I said, "What do y'all think I
Do it.
do? Hang out in gay bars?" I said, "No, I go freaking racing, man."
I love that. When you messaged me that, I was like, that is, I was going to get you to say that. No matter what. I mean, even if you didn't want to say it, I was going to pull that shit out of you somehow.
Yeah.
I was going to.
I'm just trying to be respectful.
Yep. Yep. So
Yeah,
something else that you mentioned to me, May, was that, so obviously y'all were trying to throw me off with who is this? But I'll tell you, I did my homework. I knew who the hell you were. But um, talk to us about it, and tell folks. One of the things that you messaged me over was the reception that, and again, this sport. I mean, this sport is what it is. No doubt about it. We lean heavily whatever direction. But for you to transition, talk about the response that you got once you went back to the racetrack, and you weren't Delbert, you were Delilah. Talk about the response that you got from everybody there.
Well, before I got rid of everything, I reached out to John Alverson, and I told him, the reason I was going to walk away from, racing is I didn't think the racing community was ready for Delilah. And he said, no, man, he says, you come out here and you race. He said, you're a part of this family just as much as anybody else.
Yeah.
And he made this one funny comment. He said, the only thing is, you have to wear a driver's suit. You can't climb in your truck in a dress. And I'm like, but when I got to the track, everybody treated me just the same. I mean, there were a few looks, but nobody said nothing. Everybody, I think, treated me with utmost respect. And that's what a huge family, like when you go to that track, that's what we are. When we put their helmets on and get on that racetrack, now that's a whole different story. But when it's all over, if you ain't down where at the Family Dollar, you're at the pits, everything's all right, But, yeah.
No
but
doubt.
No, I was very openly receptive,
Yeah. And kind of one of the things that you mentioned there, Delilah, one of the other things that you shared with me was, I mean, you are in very rare company. I mean, just for a lot of reasons. And I know we see it in the NFL and baseball and basketball and everything, to where this is such a touchy subject. And, folks just don't understand that very early in life. And it's something that
Yeah.
you can't talk about. I'm a 51-year-old man. This is not something that I could have done when I was 20 or whatever. But I mean, there are not a lot of folks. There's not a lot of folks that have transitioned that are in our sport. You are one of the very few. That to you, that's got to be pretty groundbreaking and gratifying, and you should be very proud of that, I'd like to say.
Yeah. Well, I had a few comments, positive ones at that, about being the first openly transgender driver in short track oval asphalt racing.
Yep.
And I'll just put it out point blank. I forget who it was made comments. Says, boy, you got some balls to be doing that. I said, yeah, well, they're just tucked away, But it's, but no, it's pretty bold move to make. But you know what? I worried my whole life about what people would think. I'm only in front of these people for the weekend,
Yeah.
I have to live my life.
Yeah.
I can't live it to be pleasing to others. I want to be free. I want to be who I am, and if it means I can't race, which
no,
it doesn't look that way, because I haven't had no hate threats or nothing like that. Now, Now, even Gina said, yeah, come on down here. You can still race now. I don't know what them boys in Alabama are going to think about me, but here again, like the ones here, it's not that I don't care, but I'm not going to let you dictate who I can be and who I can live as.
Yeah.
Because I have to live in my body, not you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go have fun. And I'd damn sure like to make the snowball derby, and that's really going to be something.
Oh my God! Oh my goodness, dude! If that happens, oh my!
But I'm not. But Rodney, Bobby, I'm not worried about it. I have confidence, that's been instilled into me, and it doesn't matter. What matters to me is I can be who I want to be.
That's right.
And still do what I want to do.
That's right. And I think, Delilah, somebody told me a long time ago, it was like, be comfortable with the skin that you're in. It was one of those things, kind of a mindset thing or whatever. But looking at you on a much bigger picture, I mean, to be able to live the way that you have wanted to and were afraid to, I mean, isn't that... every day that you wake up and those feet hit the ground, you just got to feel so you just got to feel so fucking good.
Yeah, it does. It really does. I worked at Alamo Speed Shop for 10 years. I enjoyed working on them hot rods, classic cars, and all that. Now I work at Sam's Club. I get up and we put on different clothes. It took me 5-10 minutes to get ready to go to work at Alamo Speed Shop. It takes me about 30-45 minutes now to get ready to go. No big deal,
Yeah. Well,
everybody knows what it's like sitting there waiting on their wife to get ready.
I will tell you, you have a hell of a lot more hair now than you used to, my friend.
This is hair extensions, and Tim at Hair Swags became a sponsor. So now, all my hair needs are pretty much free.
No doubt. Well done. That is very well done. So,
yeah.
So for you, obviously, the local dates, the Houston dates. What all do you have in store? Hopefully, you do come see us in Alabama.
Well, I know I'm make all the Houston races. I was going to be running the cart, the Legacy, and the truck, but the cart guys just didn't get enough carts together for the March 11th race.
Okay.
But I'm going to run all three of those for every Houston race, provided nothing's tore up and everything's ready to go. And with Mobile being where it is,
sure.
It takes money to get there.
Yep.
And I want to at least make a couple races in Mobile, and definitely I got Snowball Derby on the radar, to go down there and give that a shot. Just, what was JP saying? It's not about the points, just about going out there, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Don't worry about the points. You ain't got enough money to worry about the points.
No doubt.
Go out there and race.
Yeah. That's absolutely correct.
Just to say you did. Just say you done it.
That's it.
That's all.
Mm-hmm. Say you showed up.
Yeah.
That's the most important part. Delilah Grace May, we are very proud of what you're doing. Your story is so inspirational. Like we said, there's so many different emotions that go into this, but when it all comes down to it, so proud that you were living the way that you want to live, that you're still a part of our sport, because our sport needs more of this. When we talk about the sport has evolved, it's evolved into this. And you are a trendsetter. You're breaking ground, and people are going to catch this podcast, and they're going to listen to you, and it's going to give them the ability to maybe be able to get through stuff.
Yeah, and it comes with my voice. I get on the phone and I talk to people, and they still say "sir," but you know what? This comes the part about being real. I'm not going to try to change my voice to sound all funny and shit. I'm just going to keep it real. This is me.
Yeah, no.
Take it or whatever. It don't matter.
That's it.
You don't have to come to my pits either. I don't care.
Well,
I'm just going to be me.
I have called many a woman on the phone, sir. And it shit happens. Shit happens. So
that's it.
You can say at one point that was okay. At one point that was totally okay. But good stuff. Thank you so much. And again, thank you for trusting. Thank you for trusting. For reaching out. It's more special to me because, like I said, I talked to you. You know, when you lost her. You confided in me, and we had some conversations, and all of that. And for you to reach out, it's really special. We love you, and man, just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. It's such a great story.
Yeah, well, I really appreciate you having me on the show, Bobby. I sent you a friend request. I don't know if that's just a personal deal. You don't want to accept it, but
no, I got it. I'm looking at it right now.
I don't think he knew who it was, honestly.
Yeah.
I thought I hit accept on that. Let me go back and look. I'm looking right now.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I really appreciate y'all having me on the show.
Go get it. Let's go.
We're totally connected on Facebook.
Let's go kick some ass in Houston. Go to the Snowball Derby, dude.
I'm going to.
Oh man, that's going to be so great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Take care.
Yes, sir. You too.
You bet. Right there she goes, Delilah Grace May, and that I'm serious. The one thing she said right there, that in this sport, that takes some balls. I mean, it. I remember for that race, someone had reached out to me and said, "Be prepared." Because when you read off Delilah Grace May, that's Delbert. And I'm like, wait, what? I mean, not so much. I mean, it was one of those things. And again, when you look at, I mean, just the way everything, tragedies happen for a reason. And, that was one of those that killed him. That killed him.
It was rough.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I remember talking to him over where she would sit in turn 4, and we, did some stuff one evening and all of that. But that's where it gave him the strength to be able to do what he felt he was called to do, and that's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah, it takes a lot of strength, takes a lot of spirit, and it sounds like she's got it. That's for sure.
She got it. So when you go to Houston, you want to cheer for Delilah Grace May, and I got to tell you, honestly, I can't wait till she shows up for the Snowball Derby. Oh my goodness, you thought the dude's car going in the pool was a big thing?
Racing America be all over that.
They're going to be all over that, and you heard it right here on the Revved Up Sports Show. Thank you, Delilah, for allowing us to be a part of that. Great program, as we talked about with Owen right there in that first interview. This is a big show that's going to be coming up with the Makeup Clash. A lot of money on the line right there, and I think that it's going to be packed pits. I think you're going to have a lot of folks that are hungry and ready to get back to racing again. And I think, like I said, for all the heartbreak that Texana had last year, I think they're about to make up for it on this one.
I hope so. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Them late models fly around Texas. They really do.
And I couldn't believe when he was talking about late models at Mary Ann's joint. Holy smoke. Are you kidding me? That's going to be
I think it's a double header. I think they run in Waco on Friday night and Cotton Bowl on Saturday.
I think you're right. I think it's April
1st.
That's going to be really cool. But get to Texana, of course, if you can't get there. All access on Race on Texas, raceontexas.com, $39.99, and that's going to set you up for a season full of action-packed racing from the state of Texas, Louisiana, right there, Arkansas, all of that, Arkla, Tex, all of that. You'll get that. JP Dow, great conversation with him, and just it kind of the trend that we talked to so many people on the show on both sides, like we talked about with dirt and asphalt, to where it's like he's working on customers' cars, like Augie Grill. Augie's going to be at Montgomery this weekend in that massive Alabama 200, the Hunt for the Bear. And Augie, the times he's been on here, he's working on customers' cars.
Always, every time.
No doubt. 25 Pro late models are set for that one. So that should be a lot of fun. That's going to be on Saturday. And then, of course, you've got what I was really impressed to see, because the week after is when the ASA Southern Super Series heads over to Pensacola. Derek Thorne in a brand new ride, number 7. In a good-looking number 7.
Paul Schaefer Racing Enterprises. That is a sharp-looking car.
I tell you, I think a lot of folks were like, okay, we're getting rid of him. The team's quitting. He's not going to come around, and boom, here he comes. And hell, he's probably going to win that race. It's probably going to
so.
win. Yeah, that's going to be a stacked field. Amazing month of March that's coming up. Of course, the Rattler will happen there on the 18th. Dirt tracks popping up open. We talked there about Heart of Texas Speedway. You've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That is the 8th, 9th, and 10th with the Stock Car Tour coming in, and then the Dagby Memorial that gets us fired off. It's race time, man.
It is here, and it's ready to go.
And KFB is back.
And you might say everything is starting to get revved up.
Ooh, nice.
That's good.
Well done. Well done.
Mark the tape.
That's right. It's good stuff. Thanks to everyone for checking in. All of the podcasts available at RevvedUpSportsShow.com. And, of course, YouTube, RevvedUpSportsShow.tv. Just go to RevvedUpSportsShow.com. Everything is there. It's going to point you to every direction. And don't forget to join the Fantasy League. It's only 2 races in. There's plenty of time left.
Yeah, the way most of us suck on there, at least Rodney and I do suck, you can pass us and take over the lead of the whole thing.
I ain't worth a flying damn. Hashtag Real Race Talk from Texas. It is the Revved Up Sports Show. We'll see you next week, guys. Be well.